All right, welcome back to the afternoon play-by-play on 1280 WTMY, the sports fanatic, a new movement in the world of sports radio. If you're listening, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're curious, just keep listening. We do it every single second. Not a second wasted with the gift that we are blessed with of a microphone that speaks to the masses. Right now, it's in Sarasota, Bradenton, Venice, Palmetto, St. Petersburg, to the world on WTMY.com. Hopefully, we got some people out there in Milwaukee listening right now. We got Noah Jarash on the line. Did I say it right, my man?
You did.
Awesome. And he's from Brew Crew Ball. So you take your time, you say it right. BrewCrewBall.com. Big day for Brewers Nation because, no, I'm going to let you know off the bat, man, I was signing your death certificate. I said no
Prince. A lot of people were.
No Prince, no Braun for the first 50. It was going to be tough. But now, depending, because MLB still has a thing or two to say, possibly, Ryan Braun will be available.
Yeah. I mean, it's great news for the Brewers, great news for fans. Certainly great news for Ryan Braun himself. Should be great news for baseball altogether. I would have thought MLB would be happy to have one of their big stars test or to get off clean in his appeal, but apparently they're vehemently disagree with this decision, which is surprising to me.
Well, like I said, no, and you come from the side of the fan as well as a very good journalist, I must say. I read the article. It's awesome. And if you didn't read it, go to Brew Crew Ball, look for Noah's article on Braun and this whole thing. It's great. But why is Major League Baseball not happy that their MVP is not tainted now with steroids? That the steroid era has not continued on into 2012? How come it's more important Noah or Andrew or Bill or Bud Selig or any of the other Nimrods that are running stuff in half the leagues we get to watch? How come it's more important to be right? Oh, no, we caught him. We're right. No, we are still tainted. It's when you break it down like that, no, it doesn't sound kind of silly?
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of strange. I can maybe see where MLB is coming from when we get more information. I mean, right now, what we know is he got off probably because the chain of custody was broken. Something happened where FedEx was closed the night that it was supposed to be sent out, his sample. Somehow it sat out for a while, and that got him off the hook probably. So it could be that MLB either truly thinks that he's guilty, they truly think it was his sample, he tested positive and he's guilty, and they don't want him to get through the system, or it could be that they just don't want this to be publicly shown that somebody has beaten the system already.
Okay, so my question for you, because I've been producing the show all the way up in the 3 o'clock to doing it, so I didn't get a chance to really catch all of Ryan Braun's comments. I heard a few at the top of the hour Fox News break. What is he saying about? I understand the whole time he has said it is BS, but then I heard possibly that there was some, we could say, performance enhancing stimulants that enhance other performances, and then we heard now that possibly there was a chain of command thing. It gets broken because I know through taking the drug test you sign the side of the bottle, and then there's the whole thing, chain of command goes down the line. It's like whisper down the lane, and it's got to be right. So maybe that was broken. But what is Braun going with right now, Noah?
I mean, he had his press conference earlier on this. I heard the first few minutes or so. It was basically kind of what you'd expect. Him saying that he thought he was innocent all along. He knew he would come out clean, thanking the Brewers, the organization, thanking players across the league for their support, saying he wishes he could have spoken out sooner. A whole lot about how he was respecting the confidentiality agreement. I think he wanted to make a point of that, considering that this leaked early on in the process, which it was never supposed to do.
All right. Well, no, let me stand on the outside looking in. I'm looking at your article, man. Like I said, very well done. I love it. But from the outside looking in at the situation, I understand where it's a celebration day for Brewers fans and for Ryan Braun, and it should be for baseball. But the way Bud Selig and the rest of the front office of baseball is, it might just be the first day of a very ugly story. And let's hope it doesn't turn to that, Bill, Matt, and Andrew. Let's hope it doesn't turn into a huge, big dispute, because right now, MLB, as far as I know from the statements I've seen, all is they vehemently, according to you, vehemently disagree with the arbitrator's decision. on Braun. So could this just be the start of something that continues to get uglier and uglier, Noah?
Oh, I think it definitely could be. We won't hear about the full report from the arbitrator who decided on this. I think you know there were three arbitrators, one from the MLB, one from the Players Union, and then one independent arbitrator. Of course, the MLB ruled against Braun, Players Union ruled for him, and then the independent one, that was the one we were waiting for. Shyam Das was his name, and he just came out yesterday and gave his result, but he hasn't given his full report on why he believes that Braun was innocent yet. So we do have the whole chain of custody thing. We know all that. But until we get the full report, we're not really going to know a whole lot more about it. And it's the same thing with the MLB, too. I think they're upset that they heard about the decision before this full report came out. I think they wanted to examine it, have their lawyers look over it first. But, I mean, I definitely think this could turn fairly ugly, which is a shame.